She loses herself in the music. And I love that. You feel that? I get a rush off of other gifts. And you, baby, I get a rush off your gift.
I used to sing like I knew what I was doing, and now I sing like I know why.
You are a fighter, baby, so keep fighting.
I will.
Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich, oh, and your mom is good looking. Oh, so hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, I'm gonna rise up singing. Yes, oh, then you spread your wings, and fly to the sky. There's nothing that can harm you, no, with your mama and daddy standing by.
Hey, what's up? That was Fantasia, Marino, and a young lady named Portia. They were on the last season. La Portia. They were on the last season of, I think it's the last season of American Idol. And so they're pulling out all the stuff. There's also I think a couple of the, it's a more intimate space. But that was a young lady, La Portia, that was on there, and I have to be honest, I have not watched. I only watched it because they said Fantasia was on it.
Right.
So I found the clip. Right. I found the clip, and it was crazy that they I guess they saw a lot of La Portia and a lot of Fantasia in La Portia, and they matched them two up because there's another one where Ruben Studdard is with another young lady actually. So they matched a lot of them up with a lot of the older.
They brought back everybody.
Right.
They had to bring back all the old folks.
I guess they brought back all the winners.
Yeah, they had
I think that's what they...
That makes sense.
Yeah, so they did a duet together.
Because it's been 10 years or 11 years?
I think it's been about 11 years.
11 years, so there are 10 winners. They could bring 10 winners back for the top 10.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So they are... the young lady, she made a statement. She used to know what she was doing, but now she knows why she was doing it. And I'm gonna connect that with our actually topic for the day is Driven to Succeed. The first part about Driven to Succeed was more so what happens in the process, the makeup of it. But a lot of these artists, especially artists, it takes it takes a level of drive, it takes a level of energy to maintain it. And what really, for you, what does it take to succeed? Like, what will it take you to succeed, Alma? Give us that call. We're going to ask that question. Give us a call, 410-702-5657.
Yes, don't forget YouTube.
Or you can text us in at 443-642-9403. We're also live on YouTube. So tune in on the Be Exposed Radio
channel.
Oh,
what happened? Okay, anyway, so we're on YouTube Live. So don't forget, you can call in 410-702-5657, or you can text in at 443-642-9403. I would say live tweet me, but my phone is in my mom's car, so There's none of that. We are here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show in Be Exposed Radio's studio station.
You're in the studio.
We're in the studio at the station, talking to you, bringing you lots of insight and wonderful things about art.
Right.
Stay tuned. We're going to take another short break, pay some of these here bills.
Don't forget real quick, tomorrow is the paint party at Art by Cleartree Studio, 1400 Warner Street from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Definitely hit us up on Facebook. There's still room available for you. Also on the 23rd of this month, we'll be at the UV Blake Center. That's 847 North Howard Street, the Actors Playground. Coppin versus Morgan monologue. I said Morgan Slam. That's what's gonna happen. Monologue slam between Coppin and Morgan was gonna be a competition.
Not gonna be that
Definitely
easy.
come out. $5 admission, free if you sign the first come first serve open mic. Awesome event. Doors open up at 7:00. Warm up. We're gonna do a warm up starting at 7:15, 7:20, and right after that, the open mic series starts. And around about 8:15 ish, we're gonna start the actual show, the feature. So, and that's the Morgan versus Coppin monologue slam. So definitely check that out. We'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. Stop going so fast.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
I've been trying to get better at my freestyling. And apparently when I'm inebriated, my freestyling is legit.
Okay.
But when I'm sober, so I got to learn how to transition the inebriated TC into the sober TC, so I can actually hold my own against some of these people. But Stella, you said you wanted to pick his brain about ghostwriting.
Yeah, dude, like seriously, how do you feel about it? You know, in the midst of this whole Drake and Quentin Miller thing, everybody started trying to write him off and everything. Me personally, I never cared for Drake, so I'm just gonna put that out there right now. Never cared for him, so it doesn't make or break him in my book.
I think with or without a ghostwriter, Drake is still one of the best rappers, not of all time, but you know, of this era. Right. I mean, you gotta, whether it be, you know, Take Care or, you know, anything he's put out before, like people, I think people don't understand the idea of ghostwriting. Just imagine you hot and you gotta stay hot, but in the midst of you trying to stay hot, you on tour, you on radio.
Somebody
whatever.
Got to pull up the
you got somebody that's literally like, and it's not even, most of the time it's not even writing all the bars. They got these reference tracks now and blah blah blah. Like with the ghostwriting joint, like I think we also have to understand that there's two different types of people in hip hop. You have your rappers and you have your MCs.
Check out Who Got Bars every Tuesday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. right here on Be Exposed Radio.
From north, east, south, and west, you're listening to BeExposedRadio.com. From north, east, south, and west, you're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
It's time to enjoy your TV better, your internet better, and your phone better, starting as little as $40 a month. Xfinity by Comcast offers the best solutions for all your entertainment needs. Choose from thousands of on-demand titles.
Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BeExposedRadio.com. Thank you for everyone that continues to tune in and join in and likes us on Facebook. Definitely, if you're listening in and you're not a fan of the pages, definitely like the pages, share it with your friends. We have so many different events coming up right now. Like I said, shout out to the cast and crew of Fabulation. They have opened up tonight at the Arena Playhouse. They're actually on stage, about to go on stage right now as we're speaking. Like literally in like 9 minutes. So shout out to everybody at Fabulation. They're doing an awesome job. The play is centered around this young lady.
9 minutes.
They're centered around this young this young lady named Undine, and she becomes this larger than life person, and she quickly falls. Her husband, who's foreign, takes all her money, runs off, leaves her pregnant. Unbeknownst to her, she's far along than what she thinks. She has to move back to the hood with her family that she subsequently killed off in an article like years later. But you gotta see the rest. It's really funny. It's hilarious. It's a great story. I love working with it. Shout out to Kaumba.
Yeah, Kaumba.
I've actually been in that group since I was probably like a sophomore in college.
Shout out to our YouTube watchers.
YouTube watchers, definitely tune in. You can listen to clips of the show. But today's show was on Driven to Succeed.
The show's live. You're not listening to the clips.
You're not listening to the clips. Oh, it's live. Oh, excuse me. I'm not technologically savvy. I don't know what the terminology means. But we are definitely, give us a call if you want to add your input in today. The question of today is, how are you driven to succeed? What are you not so much willing to do, but what is it that you
how do you define success?
Right. How do you define success? And the question that the clip that we just played in the last segment, you always know that you're good at something. I'm good at this, but why are you doing it? And there's a difference in the quality of your work once you realize why you're doing it. You normally slow down a little bit and you get into the groove of what you're actually doing. So pose that question to them again, Alma.
So,
because you said it and I forgot
your
it.
Definition of success?
Right.
How do you define it? It's actually a question that I was asked in my first conservatory acting class. I went to New World School for Performing Arts briefly after high school. And that our first acting class, that was the first question our acting teacher asked. He said, what is your definition of success? Before you answer, those of you who are, oh, I want to be famous and I want an Oscar and blah. My definition of success is I get to do what I love every day and it pays all of my bills and sends me on vacation twice a year. And that was a sobering moment for me. And I realized that that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to pay my bills and go on vacation twice. Like, I don't necessarily want to be famous. I want to know that my life is taken care of, and I'm doing that by going out and pretending to be other people.
And you respect the fact that those things come along with it. You have to understand those things, your privacy being
if you reach a certain level. Because I mean, for me, I could be a commercial actor. You know, commercials, you can make quite a bit of money on commercials. You get a nice national commercial, they pay you $10,000 to do the commercial, and they send you $3,000 every time they air the commercial. That's an investment. And I think that when you are looking at what you're doing in that way, that, okay, how am I investing in what I'm doing? Movies are kind of a far-fetched idea. Yes, you can do it. Yes, you can build a career.
It's hard to think about movies when you started from theater.
Right.
Because it's not as instantly gratifying.
Right. And then that's the other thing is being in theater, it's much easier to come across a regular paying gig when you're doing film than it is when you're doing theater. Most theaters don't pay the people who work there.
Who was I just talking to this about?
If you are a designer, you might get paid if you're working with a theater that does that.
Drop some knowledge on people. I said when we did Insurrection, there were 9 cast members and at least 9 to 10 designers and tech staff. And we all got paid. From a 35-seat house. Performance space with 16 performances. And we all managed to get paid on time. And
thank you, Annex Theater.
Thank you. And thank you, Kyle Jackson. What's it? Robert O'Hara. Thank you. I appreciate you. And it was crazy because I'm looking at all these other theater houses that refuse to pay for anything.
Right.
You bring your
refuse.
As if you are asking, can you do your show there? No, most of this stuff is during your season. I'm not going to say who I'm talking about, but it's during their season, and they don't want to put up anything. And you wonder why people decide to go off and start their own and do it so much better that it's just, that's what it is. And it's crazy because they don't really value it. Part of my statement is my success is for me. I always say I want to be able to
have
go
a 5-page text.
A 5-page text. Oh wow!
Right, someone is feeling some kind of way.
So we had a text message coming up, but I'm gonna read that shortly. But part of what I wanted to do as an artist is I want to be comfortable. Like I want to be able to go to the market on Wednesday because it's Wednesday, not because the check cleared or payday was on Wednesday, but because I'm comfortable. I like fame. I like the spotlight. But once the curtain comes down, then I'm done. I want to take the costume off and go behind the back door and go in home. But I think a lot of people confuse success with fame. And success is you define it. Fame is something that's already been defined. They already have a pinpoint and parameters already around it. They have a rule to how you get it. But success is personal.
Yes.
Success is what you make it.
Subjective term.
It is, and it's what you make it. And we have to definitely put that in terms of being an artist, you have to give back to your community. But I think people put their personal feelings into artists, into not just artists, but community leaders and business owners alike. And it's minus what you feel. But we have, is the text message come up?
It's coming through little by little. I was going to wait till it all loads. Is that all of it? No. Okay. I'm going to wait till it all loads.
But continue to call in 410-702-5657 or text in 443-642-9403. We're going to take a quick break real quick and we'll come back with that text message.
Yep.
So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Be exposed.
Free stuff for you just for listening to this station. Yo, we got your attention? Here's how it works. You click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for cool stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple. Free stuff just for doing what you already do. Radio Loyalty. Click the banner to join now.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
If you had a dream venue, where would that be? Like some people want to do Carnegie Hall or like a big stadium somewhere.
I want to go with Madison Square. I want to feel that
so
building.
You just gonna shoot for the moon.
I want to feel it. I want to look out and just feel the vibration of all of those people there to be uplifted and all of that. 'Cause that's what I want to do for people.
So are you dancing? Are you?
I want to implement that. I think I want to start doing some blocking, like not like tear it up, but but just like a
little 1-2,
hell, a little not voguing, but kind of the essence of it, very cozy and hit the mark. Yeah, we're not trying to like bust out sweats.
So that means you don't have the dance gene in you.
I can dance.
Okay.
That's not what I want to do. I can dance. But I'm not, trying to get that. That's not my lane. I want to keep it really kind of a retro feel with like the new school with a retro feel. Like
Okay. Little Banjo Soul.
Yeah.
People gonna start using that.
Right, and they should.
Little Banjo Soul. But just mark it so people know, like this was mine.
This where it came from. Because people was queens out here now that was princesses last week. They was princesses before my album dropped. Now they queen or something. Like, pinky up.
I cannot.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange. People not coming back.
The Artist Exchange.
Starts now. What's up? Welcome back to the Artist Exchange.
Don't be shaking your head, Jabril. You sit down somewhere, Negro. You ain't paying no bills. You don't get to make any opinions. Okay, so we said we were gonna come back with this text message. Before I read it, I'm gonna. Two things, a couple things. So before I reread the question and then read the answer that we got from someone, I'm going to remind other people you can also text in at 443-642-9403 or call in at 410-702-5657.
Call in. We want to hear your voice.
Yes. And when I read this, we're about to ask this person. To be possibly be a guest. So
yes,
I hope you're still listening.
This was an awesome.
So the question was, what is your definition of success? How do you define it? And the text message we got is, beexposedradio.com. Right. There you go, Monty. All right. Socioeconomic status plays a powerful influence on the kind of success people attain in their life. Other traits such as intelligence and personality can often be important as well. Young adults with the right qualities can do very well for themselves, no matter how disadvantaged their backgrounds might be. It's important to push through all the barriers in order to succeed. We are programmed from childhood, and it takes time to change that pattern. I'm in my 40s, and I finally feel like it's changing for the better. I had to make positive connections in order to get here today. Success is breaking all the barriers and reaching for what you deserve. Investing in your life as a whole. Real, recognize real. All right.
I want you to call in. I'm gonna give you a challenge to call in because I need you to elaborate on this statement. I mean, you said a lot, but I need you to elaborate and really fill in.
Well, I have to say this, the line here that young adults with the right qualities can do very well for themselves, no matter how disadvantaged their backgrounds might be. That's powerful because for me, by the time I was 21, I had been able to work my way up to a general manager's position for a 75-room hotel. Most people don't get there until their 30s or older. So it was the right place, the right time, and my abilities given to me by my parents and through my own personal study of how to conduct myself, how to make sure I complete tasks, how to make sure that I hold other people responsible.
The track that you could follow to get to that point.
Right. And being because
following the rules.
I just happen to be really good at being nice to people. That's why they pay me lots of money to do that. Well, not lots of money. They used to pay me lots of money. Now I just get paid okay money. But I do still do a good job. Right.
What was good at 21 is like,
you're all right, great, good. You're still doing the same
responsibility.
Right? Yeah. So, the thoughts, part of success is knowing what it is that you actually want. So, figuring out what you want and how you're going to get it. And I always encourage, doing it, not talking about it, but actually doing, not just saying, oh yeah, I thought about that today.
You have to be active in your prayers, your needs, and your wants.
Right.
You have to be the driver.
Right.
There are backseat still wishing.
People like to. It was a running joke on the reality show that starred Puff Daddy on MTV that he never slept, but that's real. He didn't sleep. He was always working. He was always thinking about his next project. He was always trying to figure out how to finish old projects so that he could move on to new projects. So people who achieve that level of success spend every day immersed in what it is they're doing. Right. They wake up thinking about how to accomplish what goals they've set for themselves that day.
And he has admitted that he's still, even in that type of drive, the type of drive that he had, he admits that he still fell short because had he focused, he would have been where he is now so much sooner.
Right.
But he was focused on fitting in and being a part of the in crowd, that he was in the dollars and the cents, that he didn't focus on his craft.
Right.
Because he can literally, he's another one that can put himself into anything. And people, joke him a lot because they blame him for the failures of other people. Well, you wanted this man who succeeded in his own right to make you succeed. No, you have to be active in your own life.
That's right.
You have to be the driving force. If you give those reins to someone else like they did, Puffy will always be good. You not so much. So you keep giving your success over to other people or waiting for this team to happen. You got to get up and do it yourself. So that young man who texted in, I'm telling you to give us a call. We want to hear from you. Or give us a call, 410-702-56.
Or a young woman. It could have been a woman.
I know who it was.
Oh, you know who it was. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. That's terrible.
410-702-5657. Or you can text us at 443. Oh my God, 443-642-9403. I had a
Don't forget, moment. We are airing live on YouTube right now on the Be Exposed Radio YouTube channel. So check us out.
Today's topic is driven to succeed, and we were asking the question: what does success mean to you? What does success mean to you? And I'll add on to that question: what are your duties in your own success? What are you doing for your success right now? Are you preparing yourself? Are you in school? Are you doing an internship? Are you stacking your money? Like, what are you doing to aid in your success?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Oof, all right. What am I doing?
Well, you're on the Artist Exchange.
I am. I'm on the Artist Exchange.
Hottest radio show.
The hottest radio show. The hottest radio show in Baltimore. The hottest arts-based radio show in Baltimore.
Thank you.
Thank
you for clearing that up.
You ain't gotta say.
So I had to claim both of those, though, right? I had to make sure I was clear.
I could be the hottest, but I'm the best.
We'll be the hottest.
But I do that. I actually spend, because of the job that I have, I get a lot of time to talk to people. And whenever I run across someone who is also an artist in their other life, I make sure I share this in the radio show.
There's a comment. Someone says, "Love the show."
Oh,
thank you. We love you too. Call in.
Jabril.
So
Thank you,
thanks,
Jabril.
So, where was I?
So and you networking with individuals.
Yes, networking.
But I'm gonna ask you the question: what are you doing for AMA? See, Artist Exchange is still a part of a team, but and I ask people this all the time: what are you doing for yourself? In the last 2 years, for me, I had to focus on me. Not me as an ensemble, not me as a part of, but me. What was my bottom line? And there's a little bit of selfishness that comes along with it, but you have to also realize, what are you doing for you? It makes the team stronger when you start realizing your purpose and your drive. No, we move on and we put them on the list.
Okay.
But we exactly. But you have to focus on it's interesting asking people that question, and they always think linear and not with any depth. But what are you doing for your individual self? Not as it pertains to the group, not as it pertains to your family. What are you doing for you to make you better?
It's funny because that was one of the questions I posed to myself. Remember, in my first blog was what I will do for my own soul. I have actually been what am I doing? I'm engaging. There was a time because I didn't before. I could be on Facebook and look at everyone's posts and just I have begun to engage more. I am commenting and engaging in the conversations. I am tracing back to where things tracing back to where things came from and finding out who said what. I'm posting things on my own page. I am opening myself. I am forcing myself to become more engaged because as an artist, especially as artists, we see we are live on Facebook. Oh, snap.
So you can go to our Facebook page, the Artist Exchange, or Be Exposed Radio.
We are literally coming up
to us live.
literally coming up before you.
But engaging is so just me reaching out to somebody and telling them what it
That's
is
a
that
lot
I
for
do,
me. Yeah.
like what I do personally, not what I'm involved in, but what I do personally. We just got another listener because of that. And it's crazy because we fail to realize we have to promote our bottom line. My cup has to be full and running over. Everything that seeps into that saucer is what I give to you. But my cup has to maintain a fullness, or you won't ever get anything.
And that's what I'm doing for myself, Nate. That's it. I am refilling my cup because I realized at the end of last year that I was empty. I was very, very empty, and I have been and I have been slowly but surely, and it's caused some issues in some places, but I have begun to stop talking. I'm not talking, I'm listening to myself because I'm done telling other people because no one's listening. So let me listen to myself and take my own advice and engage myself, connect to myself with people, and think about how I can promote myself and take what I'm doing to the next level, because I really would like that.
And that is very important when it becomes well, I'll say it this way. Do that until you really begin to, without question, begin to really focus on yourself. When it's not a question, when it's more instinctual and not a chore or not a goal or a plan, and it just happens just because that's just the way it is. But you have to also really focus on what it is that you are here for. Like what the young lady said, she knew you, like you knew you are a good actress,
right?
But why are you an actress? When you start answering that question, like home yet, and you got to begin to ask yourself that question. So a lot of people I know that are choosing a 9 to 5 over education, or over, playing too much in other people's dreams and not looking at that job as a means to get what you want. Be Exposed is a good example of that. Monty has a regular job, but he fuels that, benefactor into this station. And if without that, none of us would have this platform.
Right.
And it's crazy because you have to, I look at the
I'm
job.
glad you said that, because I need to use that as a soundbite when I get audited.
But it definitely, you have to start looking at things. It's nothing wrong with having a job outside of your dream,
right?
Because that job often fuels that dream. But you can't look at it as this is my focus, because that's just a benefactor.
Yeah,
a benefactor will come and a benefactor will go.
It's kind of funny. I was actually, because I saw the clip earlier when you posted it, and I listened at lunch, and then I spoke with my coworkers about it for a moment. Fantasia. And I was saying to them that Fantasia is one of the prime examples of living your truth. She didn't have a whole lot of she was not educated. She was mentally abused, emotionally abused, but she followed her dream. There was this drive in her, and she went with it, and it has taken her around the world, and it has brought her money and acclaim and recognition,
and peace of mind for the most part.
Right. She seems very content with life, especially as of late. There was some trouble, but she has found, or at least she seems like she has found, a great deal of peace.
And a lot of that is that team that you build around you, or those people that you allow around you. You have to have people around you that are like-minded. And this is a message to people who are around people that are you have that friend or that family member or that coworker that's just
what our text
awesome.
message said, yeah.
Right, that's awesome at what they do. And you begin to fuel that with negativity.
Right.
Are you sure you want to do that? I am very blessed to have a lot of those people removing themselves from my life. And sometimes it's just as easy as unfriending them on social media. Sometimes it's just that easy, and it hurts, and they look at you sideways when they see you. But I'm doing this for me.
Right.
I have to do this for me because your negativity is fueling me in a different way. And we've all been there before.
One of my not so favorite people, but sometimes words come out of his mouth that matter. Michael Baisden talks about
every now and again.
Right, every now and then. Even a clock is. Oh shoot, we'll be right back. We have to take a break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Clocks.
And then we'll talk about him when I come back. We come back.
Hey, there's my son. You've been in your room all morning.
Hey, Dad.
Matt, what's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Oh, well, it's just sort of.
I have been playing my video games and electronic games for so many hours.
Uh-huh. Well, it sounds like it might be time for you to take a break, or...
Hello, Dad.
Susan?
I have been watching TV and text messaging all morning. Yay, electronics. Yay, yay, yay.
Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and take a little trip. Maybe see some trees, some green things.
What are these green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Get out to the forest and discover the wonders of nature with your family, just like Blue, Jewel, and the whole Rio flock.
Let the kids connect to their roots. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah! Woo-hoo!
Let's rock this jungle.
Yeah!
Fresh air.
What a glorious morning.
Clean water.
Woohoo! This is great.
And endless surprises.
Yo, this is untapped territory.
How amazing.
Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
So when you get to the corner of Smith and Orchard, you're going to want to take a left.
You are not going to.
Then what you're going to
believe
do is turn onto Marcy
and Brad
Avenue.
just broke up
and go past the first
apparently
3
she's
lights
happy
and then
about
take
it.
the next left.
I don't really
Then
think
drive 5
she's
more
happy,
blocks
but
and you should be
who
there.
am I to judge, right?
Park on the
Anyway,
right.
That's
I'll
what
see
I
you
heard
later
last
tonight.
night.
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable, but how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks.
Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BeExposedRadio.com. You can check us out live on YouTube on the Be Exposed Radio page, or you can go right to our website, www.beexposedradio.com, and go to the right-hand side of the screen, and you'll be able to click it live and listen to us live. And you can also just push the listen live button and listen from any device, but you can also just go to our website and just listen live, because we are hot. BXR.
No, we're not.
We are hot. BXR. Don't forget to also tune in tomorrow at 11 p.m. We have a new show called Stand Up with Miss Bina. It's a show on conflict resolution, as well as people that are, I don't want to call them victims, but people who are in a situation of being bullied, or they're they are the bully. So she'll be talking about the conversation from across the board, from both extremes and everything in between. That stand-up radio show with Bina, that's tomorrow at 11 to 12 p.m. right before the Artist Exchange radio show. So we're growing here. If you are a personality and you want to bring yourself to the Be Exposed radio brand, definitely hit us up, info@beexposedradio.com. Put in the message box, I want to be a radio personality. So we'll be able to get back to you and definitely see you on. So we have some awesome shows coming up, some awesome new shows coming up. That's Bina. We also have another show that's coming up with host Miss Tracy Jiggets. That's the only one that I'm going to put out. So that's just a little tidbit. So I'm telling you, we hot here. So definitely join in on it. Go to our website, www.beexposedradio.com. Check out our latest blogs written by some of our awesome personalities, as well as our main contributor, Miss Amma Brown, Big Mama Amma.
I didn't know that.
Which one?
That the Formation Tour, she's spending some of the money to help Flint, Michigan.
Oh, but she's so fake.
I just thought they were that expensive because that's what she felt like doing this year. Because that seems. I mean,
she could do that though. She
right,
could do
and
that
that's what
she gives her money anyway.
Right. Okay. See, that's right. I'm a little less laughy at. The prices.
we should not. I mean, the prices are the prices.
Right. I'm never going to a Beyonce concert. Not that I wouldn't want to. I'm not. I mean,
you can buy me a ticket.
Money. Right. I'll go if someone else buys.
It's only a few people that I would actually go to that concert. Janet Jackson is one.
Rather send her just $700 to give to Flint. Like,
I got to see a show for my $700. I'm sorry.
I mean,
unless it's me just sending it to I got to see a show. If it's Beyonce,
I mean, she's a hell of a performer too, man. She will give you a damn show.
Exactly. If anything, I may not buy your album, but I would go to a concert if I could afford to those concerts.
I go hang out with the Beehive.
But that's too much for me. I watch it on YouTube when it comes.
I would never go to a concert in Houston. No way.
That's too much.
No way.
No.
They're gonna be like extra.
Yeah,
they probably come in costume.
It was supposed to be coming to DC, and I mean, I know it's coming to Baltimore. She's coming to Baltimore.
Flint, Michigan needs as much help as it can get. For Baltimore and let me add, because as Baltimoreans and understanding the impact of the quote unquote lead paint babies, and then understanding that it is that exact same thing that's happening to Flint and it's in their drinking water. Mm-hmm. They literally could not avoid it. You can avoid paint chips. You can't avoid drinking water. If you can't afford to buy a 24 pack of water, and a 24 pack of water, that's 3 days if you're using it to cook and not to bathe, and that's
if it's just you.
Right. That's just by yourself. So now I'm a mother and I have 2 kids. What? Now she got 2 kids who have Legionnaire's disease. And Legionnaire's disease is fatal.
Yeah. I think it needs to be addressed soon because people's miscommunication, misknowledge, people Googling is starting to become, I'm not saying the problem isn't astronomical, but it really needs to be addressed and it needs to be handled. And I think Elijah Cummings, like giving it to them the other day, I think that he spoke for many of the Flint, Michigan people. Like he really dug into him on that press conference.
Yeah, I'd heard about that. I haven't seen it myself.
It's you can go. I think I shared it on the page.
Yeah.
But it's it really all of this to say. I defend people like Beyonce only because one, I can't tell you what to do with your money. If you want to cash all your money in and put it under your bed like Scrooge McDuck, that's your principle. That's what you do. But as artists, you do have a responsibility to fill the void that you have made with your talent and ticket sales, so on and so forth. You have a responsibility to give back. I can't tell you what the dollar figure is. I can't tell you how much time or energy, but we obligate people to do things that we don't do just because they have a couple more dollars than we do. It's not their responsibility to make sure I'm whole. The same issue that we're having with President Obama and a lot of his naysayers. Us wanted him to become the black people's president. We wanted him to come into office
to be
and wipe
America's
our
president.
credit clean and get us the best jobs and pay off our school loans and our cars.
We got to do that for
and
ourselves.
give me an extra check during tax
I
time.
never thought that he was supposed to do that. And I was always annoyed with people who were like, "Oh, I can't wait."
From
No,
day
it's not
one,
gonna be
even
what
when
you
he
think.
was made that historical or that publicized, that highly publicized speech when he did the Democratic thing before he became president, he really he said it's going to take us. This not my job to do these things, but it's going to take us.
Yep.
So we're going to go to another quick break. We'll be back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on
I thought you was going to let me
BeExposedRadio.com.
have at least 30 seconds to
When we
talk
come
about
back,
Monday's show.
when we come back, I got you. I saw you trying to jump in.
Some more.
I
We
was
got
like- I
two
was
more
like-
segments, right?
I was like double
yeah.
dutch.
2 whole
So
segments.
we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Don't
I
go
was like,
anywhere.
double dutch.
I got you.
I'm going to get it there.
I got you.
Be exposed. Be exposed. Radio.com.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement. Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know you're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
My son started school this week, which is the new thing that I got him on, which, that's really what got me on my topic for today. Starting new things.
Look, I'm afraid of change. I didn't vote for Barack Obama because I wanted change. I just wanted to see a nigga in the White House. No, I'm kidding.
Man, but the reason, like, as I've gone through and I've decided on these topics that I want to talk about this month, as far as the New Year's resolutions, I also think about the reasons why we pick them. Because these are the common things. This is the shit that people say every year. Every year, somebody says, "All right, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to start going to the gym. I'm gonna get that job. I'm gonna do something new. I'm gonna try have an adventure." We always say this stuff, but why?
Because it makes you sound cool.
Yeah,
you don't
it
fuck with
does.
people that don't have goals and aspirations.
That's true. I mean, I think that's one part of it, but. He's interrupt. Why is he interrupting me? Especially when I was, didn't you hear how deep I was about to get? Robbie, I was about to get deep, and then
he was about to get as deep as a fishbowl. Let's not play. Come on.
This nigga's coming for my life. All right, TC.
That's why I'm glad.
Especially when I'm not feeling well. He's kicking me when I'm down, and it's cool. It's cool.
We just sitting straight up. You'll be all right. But no, seriously, going on to doing new things.
Yeah, because I believe that you got to explore. I believe that, especially since I've come here in Baltimore, there's too many people who've never been outside their neighborhood, and that scares the shit out of me.
Check out Weird Radio every Tuesdays and Fridays from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. right here live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are now listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
What is it about From One Mother's Heart do you feel will contribute to the community, or how do you envision From One Mother's Heart contributing to the community?
I think that, as we all know, there's not one solution to everything that's going on in the city today. But I think that From One Mother's Heart will bring it will make a great impact in our community. It will just solve a portion of some of the things that we've been seeing around in the city. It won't solve everything, but just a portion. So I think when we start doing this and we start having stable families,
yes,
it'll create a little bit more peace.
Right.
A little, because when people are hopeless, you know, they have nothing to live for.
Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio. It's real, though. That's real. Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BigExposedRadio.com. Joining us in the building is Monty, Carl Wiley,
a Big Mac sitting on the top.
No.
And see, this is why we need the movie. We need a movie because of people like him.
Well, once she died, they put her body parts on display. Like her body parts are still on display in a museum, like it's new. Like a big butt is like.
They put it in formaldehyde.
Something that you go to a museum to see.
I'm glad she went down in history, at least.
Kind of.
Right.
Because the questions can be asked.
I feel like it's still an
So joining us in the building.
She has some big areolas.
Oh my God. Joining us in the building.
Close that.
It's Mr. Monty. We're actually on air right now. We're on air. This is the Artist Exchange. Not talk lately.
And we're talking about art. Y'all brought this up to me.
In an educational manner.
And she had some big areolas.
That's the only thing he got from that.
They was like teacup.
And that her butt looks like it has a Big Mac on it.
Oh my
Those are the two things we got.
So
Okay.
today's topic was driven to succeed, and we asked the question to you all: what are you doing for yourself? What are you doing to align yourself with your success? How are you driven? We'll ask that question now.
You just gotta have fun in it.
410-702-56.
I thought you were asking that question.
I am. I'm gonna ask you that question, but I had to give them the phone number so they can do that while you're answering the question. So, what are you doing to succeed? What are you doing for you, not the group, not yourself? 410-702. You messed it up. Now I gotta say it again. It's like 410-702-5657, or you can text us at 443-642-9403. Mr. Carl Wiley. What are you doing to succeed?
Something to you
on the that's my personal page, sir.
No, it was something about the video I posted. I thought.
Okay.
It said video. That's why I pulled it out.
Oh, okay.
But it wasn't for us.
Right.
It was a testimony though. Wasn't that what you talking about?
Yeah.
Did you want to read it?
Yeah.
You sure your show's gonna be over?
I'll address that. We already went past.
But you live right now.
But I asked you a question.
Okay, what was the question?
Carl Wiley, what are you doing to succeed?
No, I'm out of here. You tried it.
I said your name like 4 times. What are you doing to succeed? How are you driven to succeed?
By this woman right here.
Oh, Lord.
Your mother.
That's my grandmother.
That's
your grandmother.
When she was young.
I like that smile.
She looks familiar. Does she have a relative that looks like her?
She has like 6 sisters.
Okay. Are they any dancers?
What about her that drives you?
That's the one. My sister, my aunt that passed away in
She was a dancer.
December. She danced around the kitchen.
The lady who I know that looks like her is a dancer.
Oh, okay. No, my grandmother died in '94.
Okay.
So what about her drives you? What is it about
She
her
was
memory?
an entrepreneur. She basically paid my way through college. She was my inspiration. That's where my business name came from, KMW Unlimited. Hers was KVL Unlimited, our initials.
Oh, okay.
So, and it just meant unlimited. We have unlimited intersections in life. We can go anywhere. We can take it in the direction. Because if you remember, I started a magazine here first. It was before the radio station was even thought of.
You actually.
It was the magazine. It was also a travel agency first because I thought I wanted to be a travel agent. And I decided that I did not want to be a travel agent. Because people play too much about their money. You know, when deposits are due, I don't have time to wait 5 days later for you to say I gotta wait for my check to come. You knew the deposits were due when it started the trip, when you got the flyer.
Yeah.
So that wasn't good for me. So I had to get out of that line of business. But it's a lot of things that. What was the question?
What drives
What do you personally do?
See, I just
for
drove a lot
you?
of different directions.
You
in
did,
that
and I let you
conversation.
take that course
I
because it all
appreciate it.
brought you back to this one question. What do you do for Carl Wiley to succeed? What is your driven? What is your driving force?
You probably already know this, but anything I do,
But
I
we're live
do
on the radio,
strive
so the people
to-
listening don't know.
I know that's not going to explain it. That's what you probably know this, but whatever I do. I'm a perfectionist. I like it to be done right and done right the first time.
That's
if it has to be done again, I get bored with it and I want to move on. I don't want to go back and fix things. This is this studio is the only thing that I keep going over and over and over with.
So that means
Because I
this
keep
is really
trying
what you're
to make
supposed to
it
be doing.
more and more improved. But anything else in life,
That's
one time,
growth, though.
I'm a one-time hit and run because if it ain't done right the first time, I'm gonna move on to the next thing.
But that's none of that is your passion. This is your passion. And there's a clear that's normally how you know because you'll work on it in the wee hours.
Right.
What I don't understand, what I don't get about me, and that's interesting to say, is that I'm not really into the managing part. I'm into the behind the mic part. If I could do this all day long, just sitting here all day long, talking to people, this is what I would do. But the management part, I could get that up in a heartbeat.
But see, you had to learn that because once you find that group of people, as you're building the team up to be able to manage it. You know what you want out of them. You know
that's
what
where I
it
get
is.
drained. But that's where I get drained and why I stay home. Because I don't feel like managing. I don't. And I'm only on one day a week, so I don't want to be here the rest of the time.
Well, we're building a team.
So I
here at
manage from a
Hot
distance.
BXR.
I call Nate, and Nate manages.
But that's a part of building your team, though, and that's how you know that this is something. Because many people would have walked away from this, and people are daily
And that's what I don't
away
wanna
from
do.
stuff like this.
And that's what I want to do. And I think it's also because I'm financially wrapped into it too. So I have to take initiative in other
But that's
avenues.
still a choice, though.
But that's what I'm saying. But in other avenues, why I don't come here is because I have to go here and make the bread to pay the bills.
But it's paying off for you already because even the name is starting to get in recognition.
Yeah.
And you have to, and that's what your hard work is for. Sometimes you have to sacrifice being directly attached to your passion.
I do
in
want
order
to build
make it
back up to
happen.
where I'm on the mic 4 hours in one day.
When I say that's hard,
It's
we did that for the anniversary show, and I want to just let you know.
Because you called in on Tuesday.
I did.
I had so much fun in that 1 hour. I told Robbie, I was like, that was a great show. As soon as I left out the door, I said, I want to come back tomorrow. So I said, I'm going to come back on Monday. So I'm be here Monday at 7.
On President's Day.
All by myself.
It is always a pleasure when you look up and realize you're having a really good time and you're.
But it's
doing
my new
something
format
right.
in particular is that I used to try to get through as many stories as I could. Now I've learned I'm a limited and talk about a few topics at a time. So I got a really good topic on Monday that me and Nate actually
juicy.
rubbed on a little bit.
That's juicy.
Government related, politics, shade to the extreme. And I suspect somebody did it. That's in office.
And we naming names and pointing fingers.
And
I
I'm
have to tune in to be exposed on Monday because I was like, walk right up the street and knock on the door and get on the mic and rebut.
Shout out to David Warnock though, because his campaign office is right across the street from my job. All of them are on Charles Street.
Yeah,
it
they
seems
are,
like.
Catherine.
Except for Joshua,
because he's probably home.
But all of
Ooh, I
them
just said that too
are
quick.
Charles Street. He is right there at the this 900 block of Charles Street. That's right there across the street from Mount Vernon.
That's the main corridor of the
How
city.
you doing? Mount
It
Vernon
separates
Stable.
east from west. He probably in there sometimes at
Mount
lunch.
Vernon Stable. How you doing?
So it's been an interesting conversation today. It was on Driven to Succeed. This was part 2 of the conversation. Tomorrow we actually have Ernest from Charm City Direct on, and Miss I'm gonna mess up her name. I'm gonna say it at the end. Hodges, Deanna Hodges. I had to think of Deanna Hodges. She's a director of an awesome nonprofit here. So we'll have them on tomorrow's show.
That's good.
And our new show starts tomorrow.
I was
Bina,
just
stand up.
getting ready to go into that. I
Because that's one of the things you wanted to come in here and talk about with your new shows.
Okay, that's
and what you're
that's
looking
you
for
think.
in your shows. No, really, because it's expanded and literally, especially like during the blizzard, we got so many. I got so many emails, and he got emails from people wanting to start new shows. It's definitely a format.
Wait a minute. So I need to go ahead and talk to you guys about, because I was thinking I might do a.
That's why I said, because I think I'm gonna
do a little
if I do my
grown and
4-hour
sexy.
show, it's gonna be on a Saturday or a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the evenings though, because I want daytime hours.
Yeah, like that is definitely. I'm saying it like I'm the decision maker. That's definitely possible because I'm used to talking to people. That's definitely.
It's just
possible.
so happened that every time we want somebody to be on a panel here, we got to do it on a weekday because they all got jobs.
Yeah.
Where the unemployed people at? Hello.
With opinions on Facebook, right, giving it away for free.
It's so interesting that we ain't get no sound effects yet. It's so sad.
Yeah, I don't think he's really been with us tonight.
No, I don't think so
He's just
either.
been kind of peripherally
Robbie's
here.
He's in a mood. He was kind of quiet today. Oh, he got a smile now.
Oh.
Quickly went over.
Damn, that's that Scorpio.
No, he's
That
smiling.
was
That's that Scorpio. They're so
late.
they're so frowny.
It was.
You guys are so frowny.
Good.
Is that the normal thing?
That's his. Oh.
Is it because you guys come before the holidays start? Is that why you're so frowny?
No, because they about to turn up. I need to see Sharon Nixon in my office too, please. When Sharon Nixon gets a moment, I need to see her
Why
in
are
my
the
office.
Scorpios so frowny? If you're a Scorpio, and you know why you guys are so frowny.
He's really a teddy bear, but he wants people to think that he's this gothic,
scary guy.
He's not. He's a teddy bear. He has a mohawk with twisties in it. He tries to be hard, but it doesn't work. This the one right here you have to watch out for.
What's your sun sign? Oh, okay, yeah, y'all are.
Oh, that's why he always in the bathroom.
Y'all are weird. Every Pisces man I've ever met is just strange.
Anybody with a nose ring is weird. I'm just saying.
He picks one feature and tries to jump over.
Because it just stands out like bam. Like it's just...
Sometimes, you know.
He had to put that in there.
I want to embarrass her because I was going to say I just went and talked to people for a while until my herpes clear out.
Oh no!
You have reached the part of the show where we get spicy. Here on the Artist Exchange.
All right, it's after 8 now.
Right. I really it's 9 o'clock. So I really like to thank, first of all, everybody who continues to support the Artist Exchange radio show. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I don't say it enough, but I try to say it in my own way. We have a lot more down the pike coming up. A lot more surprises. The See Baltimore tour is definitely branching out. Like I said, the Actors Playground. If you're an actor or if you always wanted to be an actor, you want to just see it. This is not a performance. This is really a place that we're coming together and just exercising our muscle.
Yes.
And it's fun. It's like an open mic. If you like a jam session or open mic, this is that for actors. And we're opening
improv
the door.
class.
Right. Exactly. That's what it is because we're starting it officially. We have a warm up. So everybody's there in the beginning. Is actually a warm up session.
Oh, this
You
is going to
actually
be
sign
fun.
up. You sign up for it. We're going to have costumes and props and such and such and such and such. And the very first one is actually a competition, a monologue slam competition between Coppin and Morgan. So you're going to see some of Coppin's best.
Anyone who want to be on Team Morgan, hit me up. It's Dottie K on Facebook or Amma Brown on Facebook.
A lot of them are in hibernation right now.
At Big Mama Amma on Instagram or Twitter. I've had a few people who were like, yo, I'm down. Like, there are people who are excited. There are some people who are coming just to crush Coppin, which I'm not mad at.
They can come.
So.
Come. Definitely come. Come. But the
We're
loser,
feeling it over there. The Bears are excited.
the loser has to. We gonna come up with a losing strategy.
Okay.
For Morgan.
For Morgan,
right? It's probably gonna be like lunch or something like that because we like to eat at coffee. But as artists in general,
gonna have that nice potluck. You mean a barbecue? Because ain't nobody taking you no place. No.
You take
want to
your
come
big.
to the house? I'll
take your
cook.
big. I want a burger.
I make a mean mac and cheese.
They better have a burger with it too.
I know someone who can make some good ones of those. I
don't want
the
no one.
one.
Turkey burgers. This all beef. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
we can do that. We can do beef.
All
We
beef.
can make it happen.
No, I need to see it because y'all gonna try to mix some stuff in it, and I'm not doing that. No, I want to see the blood.
Do you watch Parks and Recs?
I do.
Have you seen the episode where they have the cook-off and they're doing burgers and one does a turkey burger and Ron does just beef on a
This
bun?
all beef because he's so American.
It's so funny. He does. This is a turkey burger. I mixed the turkey with arugula and some spice, and I
this
crushed
is just
some
beef.
fresh pepper, and they all ate it. They were like, "Oh, this is really good." He literally took a cooked piece of meat, put it between two pieces of bread, and passed it out, and everyone was like, "Oh, this is better. This is way better."
I tell people like. I know we've gotten so health conscious in this country, but nothing beats a nice, real piece of meat.
No.
I'm sorry. I know swine is on everybody's to don't list,
but
I'm just saying
a pork chop will change your life.
And a barbecue pork chop
with a little applesauce and the barbecue.
You in a restaurant. I'm just talking about a good grilled pork chop smothered in barbecue sauce. And then you gotta put it in the skillet, and then you put the barbecue sauce on it, and you put it in the oven and kick it on.
Yeah.
It's just you don't need no mashed potatoes after that. It's just that and a piece of bread, and you good.
Yeah,
good.
I was telling someone else when I went through my great weight loss, which is what I call it, when I lost 90 pounds, like that's what I did. I went without meat, and when I say for the first month, 3 weeks to 4 weeks, I was just cranky all the time because there was no meat in any of my food, and I was having a really hard time adjusting to that.
I don't have no sweets.
So when
I was like that during the blizzard.
Yes.
I just had an attitude when I came back and did that show. I don't know where it came
why
from.
am I so angry? And I realized it was because it wasn't because I was hungry. It's because I wasn't satisfied. I needed the meat in order to get the satisfaction.
And you can do portions.
So we'll
of it.
talk some more about satisfaction when we come back for our last segment. Don't go anywhere. Don't miss the last. We're about to wrap this up in a really great way.
And we on YouTube.
I feel it. Yes, we're on YouTube Live. Check us out. You can go to the BeExposedRadio.com page. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
You are now listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hello.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Listen to Elizabeth Warren talking about Black lives and Black life.
Police are not occupying armies. This is America, not a war zone. I speak today with full knowledge that I have not personally experienced and can never truly understand the fear, the oppression, and the pain that confronts African Americans every day.
Don't you just want to kill yourself? I mean, not from what she was saying, but from the music that was playing in the background. I just want to, gosh, but every word she said was prolific, and it did not come from what is now becoming mainstream as white privilege. She has a sensibility about her, and the way she speaks about different things that has, from the first time I saw her, I can't remember what state she's in. I think she's in like North Carolina or something like that, somewhere I'm not going. That some kind of sensibility about her that makes me like her for president. But she's not running. We have this old guy that looks like he should be on the popcorn box. Then we have Martin O'Malley. Fine. We'll settle if we must. Hillary, who I like, but she just has to fight against all this controversy, and that's the hard part of it all. Then we have Huckabee. I could have swore he died, like in one of those books, like a fairy tale book.
Artists Exchange.
The Artists Exchange. The Artists Exchange. The Artists Exchange.
The Artists Exchange.
Artists Exchange Live.
The Artists Exchange. The Artists Exchange.
The Artists Exchange.
Starts now. Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BigExposedRadio.com. We're about to be one less engineer, so we're searching for
you don't want that life.
Because my engineer listens to my direction.
So I love it.
We're back. the first one of the show. You turned it off.
Yeah.
So we're back here on the Artist
bitches.
Exchange Radio Show. We have an awesome lineup of shows. Like I said, tomorrow the next show you'll hear live is actually from our new host, Miss Bina. She is doing a show called Stand Up. It's basically on conflict resolution. She has an awesome platform where we are discussing who is it? Where she's discussing bullying, and not just from the perspective of the person being bullied, but also across the board, because there's a reason bullies bully. Most times, especially with children that bully other children, they're being bullied at home. So it's all for a reason. So we're gonna get to the bottom of it, and she'll be having a lot of really special guests that come on that are really experts in the field that can lend a hand, where she'll be doing some live conversations on with people that have been bullied. So definitely give us a call. She goes on tomorrow at 11 a.m. Oh my God.
I'll be here at 9:30.
I remember trying to do that. I was tired every day.
Yeah, I hope she do come.
She gonna be here on time too.
Yeah, because I want y'all to actually sit down and go through her show.
I was gonna give it to him tonight. But first of all, sir, people with nose rings should not crinkle their face.
He's such a hater.
Can we just move on to the next topic?
We can. You brought it up. You brought it up.
You are.
But if you want to be a host here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show, don't forget to send us a message at info@beexposedradio.com. We're looking for dynamic individuals that really have a voice and an opinion that want to share it and want to share it with other people. So definitely hit us up. Message us at info@beexposedradio.com. Again, tomorrow we'll be back here at 12 p.m. on the Artist Exchange Radio Show with myself, Big Mama Ama, featuring Mr. Ernest from the Charm City Direct Radio Show, as well as Miss, I keep on messing her name up, Deanna Hodges. She's the director of The Contemporary. It's a nonprofit organization that is in the new, I'm gonna get it right tomorrow. I'm sorry. The new, what's it called? Is a new district outside of the main art district. I can't think of the tower. What's the tower? Bromo Seltzer Tower District. That's along like Utah Street and Lexington. It expands over to actually where the Arena Players is now.
Oh,
so
nice.
Right. It's called the Bromo Tower. So it's Howard Street on over.
It's called the what?
Bromo Seltzer District. It's a new art district, basically in that area where like Annex is, kind of in that
up and down
so
that
it's named after
area.
somebody.
The Bromo Seltzer Tower. That's right downtown.
I don't know what you're saying.
Bromo Seltzer Tower. That
Seltzer
big,
Tower.
tall, kind of like peak building with the clock on it. It's just an art. Well, now that building
is beginning to be
that
turned
used to
into.
be the highest building in the
Is your mic
city.
on?
I don't know. I've been told that I
Yeah.
haven't been talking in it much. So
That was it used to be the highest building in the city. So now it's a historical
Tallest
monument. Tallest building in the city. And now it actually was like one of the first. Bromo Seltzer was a pharmacy. It was a aspirin. So that was the origin of it. So now it's an artist studio space. And now that's a district, that whole district. Downtown, up Utah Street, down Howard, around that area. So she'll be here tomorrow, along with.
I call that area Mount Vernon.
Well, that's Mount
Money
Vernon.
earning.
Well,
Mount Vernon's on
is
the other
kinda
side
above
of 40.
Yeah.
We're talking about south of 40, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, actually, south of Franklin.
Well, you said because it includes Arena
Franklin is
Players.
40.
Yeah.
I think the Arena Players is in Mount Vernon too.
Well, technically they were never in an arts district. That's how they always got them.
So they just tried to put an atom into not the area.
Yeah.
It's the district.
The district. So they'll be here tomorrow. Also, tomorrow at 3 p.m., we'll be having the See Baltimore Tours paint
Look like
party with
Apollo.
artist Cleartress Tobey at Art by Cleartress Studios at 1400 Warner Street. It's right behind Raven Stadium before you get to the new casino. We'll be having an art party. To register, it is $35. You can go to our page on the Artist Exchange Show and click on the link, and it'll take you right to the registration page. With your $35, you get all your supplies. You get to paint a picture of your choice, and you get direction and instruction from an actual professional artist. She's been a professional artist for over 35 years. She has an awesome studio downtown, and that's considered Federal Hill East.
Very neat.
And it's an awesome space. They just did this awesome mural on the whole facade of the building, in preparation for the casino. So it's definitely, and we may have a little after party at the casino.
Why not?
And also opening up tonight, they're actually in the middle of their performance, Fabulation by I forgot who it's by. I'll give you that name tomorrow too. No, that's not it.
They in the middle? It's a 1 hour show? A 2 hour show?
No, 2 hour show.
2 hour show. Wow.
Yeah. So yeah.
Bring some snacks with
So
you.
exactly. So they'll be that's opening up at Arena Players tonight actually, and that runs Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Oh, wait,
Fridays
does
and
Arena
Saturdays at
Players
8
do
p.m.
concessions?
Yeah, they do concessions.
Okay, now buy snacks there.
Because they will go ghetto with you. But we'll be back tomorrow. We actually finishing out. So thank you to everyone. Shouts out to who I'm shouting out today. Oh, shout out Robbie. Thanks, Robbie, for holding us down. Also,
Reverend Melancholy it may be.
sign up for the Actors Playground tomorrow. Did you come to They mad because they're my The Actors Playground, the 23rd of February, 847 North Howard Street, UB Blake Center. Be there or be very square like Morgan State University theater students.
You know why they say be square? Because you're not around.
That was he added that. Too bad the show was over.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.